Hello, this is Heart of the Moon. We're going to be doing a reading for you, the Aries Full Moon reading. So without further ado, let's get into it. I hope everyone's doing well. And it's a beautiful energy in the Aries Full Moon that just happened. There's a huge aspect. It's beautiful. There's really no words to describe it. It's called the Golden Ram. And we're going to be talking about it. So we're going to try and describe it the best that we can. Because it really needs a lot of collaboration for this aspect. Really in the spirit of Libra, in the energy of partnerships. All right. For now, let's see what's in the tea leaves. And we're going to use our tea leaf bag. And there's nothing in the bag here. Okay. And these tea leaves has been shuffled already. I'm going to put them in the bag. Let's give them a shake up here. Shake up the energies. Actually, Heart of the Moon could spend at least 2 videos. Could be talking about the Golden Ram aspect, but I wouldn't do it justice. For now, anyway. All right, let's see what's in the tea leaves. See what the Hand of Fate is going to pick out. There's one. There it is. There's 2. 2. For a partnership, for a team. And, well, this is not a birthday reading, but we wish the scales a happy birthday to you. We are in the 3rd decante of your season, which is the Northern Crown, Corona Borealis. It's basically a crowning event for you. So if you keep tending that garden, there's a crowning event in the stars for you. And there's actually a 3rd decante birthday reading that we've done in the past that could resonate. So check it out as well. So here we got air. We got Druid's Magic Tea, which gives a subtle, really sweet taste to bring in the energy of air. All right. Let's see what the Hand of Fate picked. We got the Fan. Romance Celebration Party. Definitely. This got to be a... we'll actually... yeah, we could have a celebration before. And we're thinking positive around this aspect. If more people needs to check in with this aspect. And when everybody checks in, it's going to be a celebration. Afterwards, it's going to be a celebration as well. So what's here? Purse. Pay attention to the finances. Pay attention to the finances. Okay, so here we have here we have our narrative, and definitely, you know what, that is going to be investment. Pay attention to the finances. Absolutely, there needs to be some investment in energizing this aspect in the Aries Full Moon, and skipping. Celebration. There's a crowning event in there, okay? Absolutely beautiful. So there it is. So there's the crowning event waiting for Libra with that aspect. And definitely need some to get this big build off the ground. Definitely need some investment. Also, some spiritual investment as well. Lots of investment, time, energy, some finances. Beautiful. So to be brief, the Corvus the Crow, is the first decante of Libra. And in the Libra new moon, there was an aspect called the Horn of Corvus. And the Horn of Corvus is made up of 4 energies, 4 triangles. The first triangle is the learning triangle. The second one is the triangle of potential. The third one is the triangle of trial. And the fourth one is the mystical triangle. So if you look at the Corvus, the constellation, it's propped up. It's an irregular shape that's been propped up. So we can just summarize that energy as making a squawk-like call into a concerto, or making something practical into something sensational. Okay, that's the energy of Corvus the Crow. Okay, and the evolution of the engine and stock car racing follows the energy of the first and second and third decante of Libra. So we can say the energy of the Horn of Corvus is a build. It's really something really practical. We can use the example of an engine. It's an engine. It's a build. Okay? So the evolution of stock car, the engine of the stock cars, was turning a really practical engine, turning a factory engine into something that's supercharged. So if a factory engine comes on off of the, of the factory, the engine might coming out of the factory might produce, say, 75 horsepower. But if you supercharge it up, it could possibly produce 200 or 250 horsepower. Okay, I'm just using that as an example. Okay, so it's something. So that process, what that process did was turn that factory engine, that something practical, into something supercharged. That's the spirit of the Horn of Corvus. And when you think about it, those 4 triangles mirror the same process. There's the learning triangle. There's the triangle of potential. And so there's the learning triangle, right? So the learning triangle goes from something practical into something mystical. Okay, so we have the learning triangle, triangle of potential, triangle of trial, and the mystical triangle. So we go from practical to the mystical. That's the energy of the Horn of Corvus. And there's a Horn of Corvus aspect just this past Libra new moon. Okay. But in the Aries full moon, there's an aspect called the Golden Ram aspect. It's gorgeous. There's really no words to describe it. Okay, so this aspect, the Golden Ram aspect, it's a huge build. It's made up of different types of energies, different types of aspects. It's made up of 2 Horn of Corvus's aspect, 2 Wings of an Eagle aspect, Wings of a Hawk aspect, Wings of a Butterfly aspect, the Golden Fleece aspect. So we got 2 horn of Corvus, 2 wings of an eagle, wings of a hawk, wings of a butterfly, and the golden fleece aspect. All these energies make up the golden ram. It's a huge build. And it's an energy. For now, we can just understand that aspect in those terms of those energies. And for now, I just talked about the horn of Corvus. So there's 2 horns of Corvuses in the golden ram aspect. So there's 2 big builds going into one. So it's 2 as 1. So altogether, it's a huge build that has wings. In other words, this aspect could revolutionize the way we travel. Here's something to think about. We can either look at the pyramid in Giza, keep looking at it and wonder how they did it, or we can make our own build. The energy of the golden ram has that potential of going from the practical to the mystical. But really, what really is really beautiful about this aspect is the golden fleece aspect. Okay, the golden fleece aspect is actually shaped like this. It's actually shaped like a rectangle, and it's really reminds me of the energy of the wampum belt, the North American Indian wampum belt, because the wampum belt has the energy of 2 as 1. Okay, the wampum belt unites 2 different energies as 1. And same with the golden fleece aspect. The golden fleece aspect is made up of 2 quincunxes, 2 oppositions, and 2 semi-sextiles. What really makes this special about the golden fleece aspect are the quincunxes. Okay? The quincunxes energized by our intuition, or in moments of silence or meditation. There's the golden fleece right there. It's energized by when we close our eyes and go into moments of silence or meditation. And it's really the same message of Venus and actually the sacred pair. We talk about the sacred pair in some posts that we do on our Facebook, but we'll stick with Venus. Venus's energy is the most beautiful treasure, can only be seen with our eyes closed. The most precious treasure can only be seen with our eyes closed. These are the quincunxes. Right here. This is the golden fleece aspect. That's what she's talking about. These quincunxes are energized by our own original ideas, our own inner light, and our own inner truth. All right. So we're going to be doing something really... I could be talking about this aspect forever. Well, not forever, but for a while, but it's not going to bring it any justice. So we're just going to mention those energies, and hopefully it will just sink in. Hopefully more people will check in on with this energy, because it needs collaboration. Definitely. It needs collaboration. Not only with finances, but with our intellect and our feelings, our emotions. Our emotions, feelings, intellect and finances needs to check in with this aspect. This is an aspect that could be a huge benefit for society. All right, so we're going to be doing the balancing type of spread. And we're not going to be, we don't expect to be too long. All right, thank you, Spirit. Whew. Just need to get into a little bit of a groove. There we go. We need a, I'm going to do a balancing spread. We need for these cards, we need an energy here and an energy here, please, Spirit. Those two came out. We'll deal with them. Okay. Okay, so now this is the balancing spread. We did the balancing spread a few times. And it's really in the spirit of an energy of Libra, balancing these two energies. And that's really the spirit behind this aspect is going to have to bring in two energies, two different energies as one, because those two horns of Corvus are different builds. Okay, and that's basically the idea, and that's basically the idea of the Golden Fleece. The Golden Fleece aspect. There's two quincunxes. They're two different. Basically, that's the energy of two different ideas into one. And actually, two different energies as one as well. The non-conventional and the conventional. Okay? Okay, so this card helps to consolidate these two energies. Okay, that came out. All right, thank you, Spirit. Deer, this is Earth energy. Very alert. Deer, we got deer energy. It's a beautiful energy. Deer, any type of this type of energy can be symbolized the Holy Spirit. It's mana, energy. You know, a rabbit, moose, anything that has to do with mana. Buffalo symbolizes like quail or grouse. Symbolize the Holy Spirit, which is energy. Mana. Here we have the deer, and there's earth energy, getting 4 feet on the ground in terms of getting something started. Beautiful, and there's there we are. There's the two wings. Okay, there's the two wings coming in, and there's earth energy. Okay, and there's earth energy, the material, but also energy as well. This is mana. So the deer really provides both in terms of finance of earth energy, of the material, the pentacle, and in terms of energy, the energy to get us moving. Beautiful. Here we have these two cards right here. These two cards popped out. And here's the bat. There's a bat energy. There's it's air, and here's fire. Beautiful. And the camel. Everybody knows what symbolizes a camel. It's really this camel really epitomizes a traveler. more energy. And there's the bat right there. And yeah, it's uniting these two different types of energies. Here we have the more earthly, and then here we have air and fire. And here's actually Libra's energy and Libra's teammate, Mars. Not Mars, well, Aries. Mars is the ruler of Aries. So here's Libra, and here's Aries energy right here, fire. Beautiful. And look at the bat. The bat is, the bat is like, the bat could be either heading towards that globe, or the bat is leaving the globe. The bat is flying into the unknown, flies into the unknown. And it's really their, the more we learn about bats, they use this type of extra sensory type of the way they travel. So definitely, here's something really practical being turned into the mystical right here with these two energies right here. Beautiful. What did what is Spirit pick? This is the Ten of Wands. That's overwork. Overworked, but it's a temporary energy. This Ten of Wands is a temporary energy, okay? That's huge. That's a lot of energy. But there's also an energy of a house on that card as well. So, it's beautiful. There could be stress, no doubt. There could be challenges. Ten of Wands is, it's a challenging energy for sure, but it's the Ten of Fire as well, and this is a temporary type of energy. Okay, but this individual, look at this individual. Actually, the symbolism, if this card symbolizes bringing these two energies together, look, that's what this individual does. This energy does, brings everything together. Brings all of these wands together. Beautiful. So there's a good side to it. It could be a challenge. Ten of Wands is a challenging energy. It's could be overwork. But that could be energy going into energizing and manifesting that energy of the golden ram. Could be a lot of work. But the lighter side of this card is, if we take it at face value, look at the energy, this energy right here, this individual is bringing all these energies in. And that's what that's what we want this card to do. Beautiful. It's bringing all these energies in right here. Somehow uniting them. Beautiful. So there it is. There's the finances, earth energy. Okay. Some investment, definitely. And you know what? When this process is done, so here we have right here. When this process is done, we have this investment here. When this process is done right here, time for a celebration, big time. Beautiful. And that's it. That's the balancing spread. Let's see what the animal spirit guy says about the bat. Now, when I read these energies, I read it in the terms of what I see, how it relates, how the energy relates to the spread and where the position is, right? Now, the book can have something different. Sometimes the book can reveal other things as well. So, and that's what I meant by this energy could revolutionize travel. It has that potential. Okay, it has that potential, and really, it is. It's going into the unknown. It's traveling into the unknown. When we if something, if it's going to revolutionize travel, it means there's not going to be anything ahead of it. It's going to be following basically its own light. It's going into the unknown because it's never been done before. There's the bat right there, going into the darkness, into the unknown, but following its own light. Its own light is its own guide. This is the feeling that I'm getting here. There's a traveler right here. Darkness, letting go. Death, leading to rebirth. There it is. That's the energy of Libra. Libra follows this linear or logarithmic type of growth pattern. When Libra goes into this type of dark age, they go into the underground and they find their own truth. And then after that, it's like this logarithmic or linear type of growth towards the full moon. And that's Libra. That's Libra's growth. Going from here, going into a dark age, finding their inner truth, and letting that inner truth guide their way towards a crowning event. So it is. It's going into darkness. Then for Libra, it's a rebirth, going in towards the full moon, towards a crowning event, a celebration. There it is. Okay. Darkness, letting go, death, leading to a rebirth in this direction. Beautiful. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is the master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns, no more lingering in the past. When in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces to bring into balance. Watch the sunrise. Beautiful, watch the sunrise. And that's what Spirit doesn't ask us to be in these types of spiritual energies. Spirit doesn't ask us a lot. Asks us to maybe sit watch the sunset or the sunrise. Those types of things, okay? They don't ask a lot from us. When we energize these types of energies, okay? But it does require work. It does require energy, okay? This is beautiful because there's two energies. There's the mana type of energy, and there's fire type of energy on both sides. Beautiful. But going out and watch the sunrise or sunset, that's not asking a lot. And you know what? It could bring us into moments of meditation, moments of silence. And that's when we commune with spirit. When we go into those moments of silence, we're communing with spirit. That's when spirit is able to talk to us. For those moments, for those rare moments when when we stop talking, right? That's when spirit talks to us in moments of silence. Okay, and that's when we can, in those moments of silence, that's when we can listen to. That's when we can tap into our own inner light as well with these quincunxes. Okay, that's the treasure. Right there. Those quincunxes are the treasure. That's the energy. Yeah, we definitely need these types of energies. But manifesting this golden ram aspect ultimately begins with these quincunxes. And actually, it finalizes, these quincunxes finalize this energy as well. So these quincunxes are the beginning, and they finalize this process. Beautiful. All right, that was pretty quick. All right, now, Spirit, please. We just need one card for an overall feeling. Okay, so, there's 3 cards popped out of there. We'll deal with them. How's that, okay? The Rainmaker. Completion. The Beloved. Wow. So we have the Rainmaker. This is quite a beautiful energy. The Rainmaker. Oh wow, yeah. The Rainmaker. Let's take a look at that. She's got her eyes closed. This dancer has her eyes closed. Oh yeah. Something. Look there, see? This dancer has her eyes closed. If you can, this camera can pick it up. It's actually not a bad camera. Just needs to focus in. This dancer has, it sure looks like she has her eyes closed. They're in darkness for sure. But look what comes up from her crown chakra, from her mind. And you know what? It's something that she can't see. It's something that she can't see with her eyes, because it's on top of her head. This is the treasure right here. Now, I don't know if the book can have something different about the Rainmaker, but this is what I'm saying right here. The Rainmaker. And when you think about it, that's the energy of the Rainmaker. What is it? The name really says it all, right? Brings down something. Brings down something from the sky. It manifests something. It draws something out. This is what we're doing. This is the energy of the quincunxes. We're drawing something out. This. Originality. Ideas. Our inner light. Our inner light is manifested right here. And she can't see it. Then here's the energy of a completion. Something like a cycle has ended. That's what I'm getting. Like Earth. If I considered it in the big picture, Earth has gone through a huge cycle. This is the feeling I'm getting. It's time. And Earth, us, and that includes myself. We need to get over our fears. Get over our fears of this self-healing process and soul growth process. And that's what it is. It's going, it's like that bad energy. It's going into a reset to finding our own truth, and then forward towards the full moon, towards a crowning event. And that's the spiritual growth process. That's the spiritual growth process of going into darkness, and finding in moments of silence and finding our own truth. And that's our own truth manifests. It goes into our crown chakra, our mind. And that's in this process, like a rebirth. That's the beginning part of Libra's energy. And when this manifests, emerges, it's learning about it. And then see what the potential is. And then testing it. And afterwards, finalizing it again with our own inner light. And it'll go into the mystical. It's turning something practical into the mystical. That's Libra's energy. That's the soul growth process. This is something I believe society needs to get over. They need to release they need to get over their fears about that process. And it's time. It's time to get over our fears about a spiritual growth process. The beloved, beautiful. There's something, there's the crowning event right there, the beloved. There's the heart. There's something practical. Something practical, like mana, into this type of energy. It's going from here to here. There's the process. There's Libra's energies. That's part of Libra's energy. Is turning something practical into the beloved. Wow. Okay. I think this. Well, we'll read the Rainmaker. That's what the book has to say about the Rainmaker. It's 42. The essence. The Rainmaker is the master of manifestation who can call on the elements of nature to serve the greater good. When the power to co-create is used with integrity, great beauty and benefit flow to all. And this is the energy. This is the energy of and spirit that should be behind the golden ram aspect. When the power to co-create is used with integrity, great beauty and benefit flow to all. When the power is used for personal gain only, everyone suffers. When the earth is parched, the Rainmaker calls the waters from the heavens, and all that is dormant in the fields and in people's hearts spring to life again. And that's the lesson of the sacred pair. The sacred pair come in, okay, but Earth has made a course correction, but I'm just saying the sacred pair come in, and they do so in the energy of being opportunists. They see an opportunity for their own soul growth, and what they leave behind is, it's like what the book says: everyone suffers. That's why when the sacred pair leave, everybody gifts each other. Everybody sends each other's gifts across the world because of what they leave behind. But they do it for their own soul growth, because in the end, they get sent up to heaven. But they do it for themselves. But what's left behind? But Earth has made a course correction. That doesn't have to be like that. But Earth has their own free will. Okay, when the Earth is parched, okay, we read that. The invitation, the Rainmaker is calling you to create something new from the elements that are already in your life. Be sure you work with what is and not with what might be or could have been. The seeds that have been silently germinating in your heart will burst forth ready for the sunlight. Do not hold back. Put all your chips on the next roll of the divine dice. There it is. Basically, that kind of sums up our discussion. It's calling forth something, right? It's calling in something new. And yeah, absolutely. And that's the energy of the quincunx. The seeds have been germinating within us, within our heart, from our own originality. Something new, right? Okay, so the beloved. The beloved is the recognition of spirit in another and moving towards spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. The invitation, accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the beloved in another, you call forth their highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. Beautiful. Yeah, this is going to be definitely, let's go. All these energies are needed to bring everything together. And love really stands out as a really important energy to do that. Beautiful. And there it is. Actually, Venus's energy comes in. Venus is the ruler of Libra. There she is. She's come in twice. Beautiful. Well, there's the Aries Full Moon reading for you. We just did the balancing spread. And it's balancing these two different energies in the energy of the Golden Fleece. And here's the energy. There's an energy that can do that. It's going to take some work, but there it is. There's the energy. There will be an energy to do that. And what does Venus say? The most sacred treasure cannot be seen with our eyes open. The most sacred treasure can only be seen with our eyes closed. Beautiful. Well, thanks, Spirit. Take care.